This is Activity 1.8 on page 37, Editing to Control Paragraph Structure. We have my solicitation letter and notes from brainstorming session documents open, and they should be arranged side by side. Our scenario, you're done moving your notes into the letter, but now you have some editing changes to make. Use the figure with the editing marks as a reference. Your name and the current date will appear in the letter instead of Brian Wilson and July 21st, 2015. So on the bottom of page 37, it shows some changes that we will be making. You don't have to go through this letter to make the changes. We're going to do them within the steps of our activity. That is just for reference. So page 38, number 1, clean up the window layout so you can focus on editing the letter. In the notes from brainstorming session window, we're going to select the close box. So make sure you're closing the correct document. Don't close out my solicitation letter. We want to make sure we close out the notes from brainstorming session. So all you have to do is hit the X in the top right corner of that particular application window. And you'll get a message, do you want to save your changes to notes from brainstorming session? And we don't have to save these changes, so you can click don't save, just in case you go through this activity again. With no other document to show in side-by-side layout, Word displays the remaining document in its earlier horizontal layout. So you can hit your maximize button to make my solicitation full screen now. You can use the zoom bar to adjust the scaling and scroll as needed so you can see all of the letters text at a size that you can comfortably read. All right, number 2, compare how delete and backspace delete one character at a time. Position the insertion point before the word corporate in your heading Director of Corporate. So we're going to click right before the C. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see that better. So we have our show hide button activated, so it's going to be between that dot and the letter C. And from here we want to hit our delete key 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each time you press delete, the character to the right of the insertion point is deleted. Now we're going to position our insertion point after what's left, which is rate. So your insertion point should be between the E and that dot for the space. And then this time we're going to hit our backspace key 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each time you press backspace, the character to the left of the insertion point is deleted. Number 3, type to replace selected text. We're going to select the word giving. So to select a whole entire word, you can click and drag if you want, or to select a word, you can double click in the word and it will select the whole thing for you. And with that selected, we can just start typing. We're going to replace it with the word fundraising. So once you start typing, it deletes the selected word and again just starts replacing it. Number 4, replace a paragraph break with a line break. We're going to position our insertion point at the end of the line that contains our name. So mine is going to be between my last F and the paragraph mark. I'm going to hit delete and it's going to delete that paragraph marker. So what's going to happen is it's going to bring the next line of text up, which is Director of Fundraising. Now we're going to hold our Shift key down and press Enter. A line break forces the text to wrap to a new line without creating a new paragraph. The effect is similar to what would happen naturally at the end of the line through the word wrap feature. Because both lines are now part of the same paragraph, they are not separated by the extra padding that separates paragraphs. So we have a lot less space between these two lines than we do between the other ones. So what we're going to do is delete the paragraph marks from the rest of our lines here and put line breaks instead of your paragraph marks. So I'm going to delete the one after fundraising, hit Shift and Enter. Do the same thing after building with heart, delete, Shift and Enter. Delete after street, Shift and Enter. And then we can leave this extra space between our address block and our date. Now, number 5, we want to delete selected text. We're going to select the heading Mention the Fact Sheet. So I'm going to scroll down, and we want the paragraph marker selected as well. So you can see how I clicked into my selection bar in my left margin. I just clicked once and it selected that whole line for me. I'm going to press backspace, and this deletes my selected text. I'm going to select the heading The Appeal, including the paragraph mark, so click once outside in the selection bar, and I'm going to press my delete key. Backspace and delete both delete selected text and leave the insertion point where the text was deleted. Number 6, perform additional edits using techniques that you've already used. Reverse the order of the last 2 paragraphs as shown. So right now we have the paragraph, the enclosed fact sheet, and then please consider a donation. We're actually going to switch the placement of these two. You can select one of the paragraphs, then drag it to its new position, or you can select a paragraph, cut it, select its destination, and then paste to move it. So I'm going to select my paragraph, the enclosed fact sheet. I'm going to go up to my Home tab, Clipboard Group, and select Cut. And now I want to select where I'm going to place the paragraph. So I'm going to put my insertion point at the end of the Please Consider paragraph. I'm going to hit Enter. And now I'm just going to do a keyboard shortcut for paste, which is Control and the letter V as in Victor. And now you can see I reversed the order of those 2 paragraphs. Letter B, revise the website URL in the last paragraph from buildingwithheart.org to include a www dot in the beginning of it. So here I have buildingwithheart.org. I'm going to put my cursor, my insertion point, right before the B in building, and I'm just going to type www dot. And then number 7, we can save our document. We've already specified a file name and location. We're simply updating the file with our additional work, so I can go to File and then Save, or I can just go up to my Quick Access toolbar and hit Save. Or you can see as I hover over my Quick Access toolbar, it also tells me that the keyboard shortcut for save is Control and the letter S. So whatever one of those 3 options you want to use is fine. They're all going to accomplish the same thing. I always prefer to go to my Quick Access toolbar and hit Save, but it's completely up to you. All right, we're going to leave this open for our next activity.